Okay, so welcome everybody to the vocabulary session, and we have introduced something new in today's session, which is idiom and phrases. So, as usual, as every day, take your time and take 2 3 minutes, go to the pinned message and read the words which I mentioned there. I'm just going to mention it again. So, just go to the first pinned message and read the words and the phrases which I mentioned there, and then we will start discussing after 3 minutes. Just take your time and read it very carefully. Okay, so guys, I think this is enough time for reading the messages, and there are only 10 sentences which we have to read for the day. So, Ishayaraa, if you are there and if you're listening, let's start with the first word because we have only 5 words for today, and then we will discuss the idioms. So, let's start with the first word, Ishayaraa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first word of the day is interim, and it's a noun, and the Hindi meaning will be alpakaleen, and the second meaning will be time between two particular periods or events. And the synonyms will be meantime or interval, and the antonyms will be continual and enduring. And the example sentence will be he was to remain in jail in the interim.
Okay, so I think meaning is very clear from this, from the uh, meaning which we have given. So I don't have to explain the extended meaning. So I will make one sentence. Apart from the main budget for our economy, there is one interim budget also, which the government presents sometimes, which is kind of the middle budget in the year. So that's why we term it as interim budget, which is something between two particular period or events. So guys, try to make the sentence and try to use it in a formal way, or else if you have any other sentences, let me know. Try to speak, just turn on your mic and you can speak, and we will be listening to you.
Yes, I would like to make sentence for this word interim.
Mhm.
The interim
Mhm.
review, you must submit evidence of work.
Yeah, okay, because you are using it in the way which it is between two periods, so it is also right. And I have few small sentences if you want to hear. Anybody else who wants to try, or else I have few example sentence. First is in the interim, it wavered and diminished. This interim period was short. We are using this sentence because there is something which is between two specific time or two specific events. So we can use in an easy way, which is, but in the interim, three things had occurred. For example, we say between May and October, few things have occurred. So you can use interim when you are comparing from one point of event to another point of event. Ishara, is there anything that you want to say?
Yeah, I have an
Okay.
example. It's a don't waste money on the interim pieces of equipment. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And if I, Ishara, just imagine, like if I say you have to make one sentence from interim which is related to your daily life, then how will you use it?
Daily life. Okay. So, okay, wait, I'm thinking. Okay, so, uh, okay, I'm thinking. Wait. Okay, so we have.
Can I
Okay,
can I use
I
like
can't.
that? Uh, can I use like that? Like interim separate movie in two part
Interim service move in two parts. I
because synonyms are interval, na?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. But you can, it doesn't sound appropriate. Like I won't say it is sounding 100% right, but you can use it this way. Although you can make it in a better format, like for example, trailer. Trailer is something that you can say the trailer was given for the interim period of time because it was given between like from one event to another. It was given like the movie will be released later on, but for the time being the trailer was given to the audience. So you can use in this manner, but interim is not exactly like a intermission, so you can't use in the similar way, because intermission is something
okay,
different. Intermission is taking a break from something, so that is totally different.
okay. Current affair are interim. Can I use like that?
Yeah, you
Alkaline.
can use, yeah, 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 this is right. You can use this. For example, there are very small sentences, which is an example of interim is a class that takes place during summer. When we have summer vacations and if there are extra classes, we can use it that these are interim class, or we can say an interim agreement. For the time being, if something is done, we can use it as interim.
Okay.
Or
Interim job can help
hmm,
student
mhm.
as a
Yeah,
part
for
time.
sure. Yeah, this can be said like this. And anybody wants to experiment or try some sentences with interim, just feel free. Also, Vi, what do
Yeah.
you think? Yeah, Ishaira, go ahead.
Mm, yeah, it's a funny sentence, but
Uh,
yeah, when I do makeup, then my face is glowing for
okay.
interim time. So yeah,
Interim time. Yeah, yeah. Okay, this is right. Yeah. At least the way I said it, like if you have to use this word in your daily life, how will you use it? This was absolutely right. So this is okay. Okay, so no, Ishaira, I think we should move to the
So
next word. So let's.
nowadays,
Okay, okay.
nowadays,
Mm.
nowadays, relationships are
Yeah, for
interim.
the time being. Okay, perfect. Any more sentences? Oh, I didn't check the chat. If there
will
is
chant.
anyone,
We
try. You
have a
can try.
possibility.
Okay, we have sentences.
L- Lots of people join VC for interim time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Buddy has made one sentence, which is finally Lalu Prasad Yadav got the interim bail in Chara scam. Yeah, absolutely right. And Shaktiman says Sonia is an interim chief of Congress for the time. Okay, perfect. Noman Ali says, while I was leaving the room in the interim, professor entered into the classroom for lecture. Okay, this was also correct. Anybody else who wants to try, or else we will move on to the next word. Okay, Shara, let's go ahead. Second word for the day.
Yeah. So the second word is president, and it's a noun, and the second meaning will be misal, and sorry, the Hindi meaning is misal, and the second meaning will be something that precedes or comes before. So yeah, synonyms will be exemplar or paradigm. We can say, yeah, paradigms. Sorry, and the antonyms will be posterior or succeeding. Or the example sentence will be she was sitting precedent for the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I have few meanings, which are the small ones, which is an act, statement, legal decision, case that may serve as an example, reason, or justification for a later one, and something that precedes or comes before. Okay, so this is a very typical word, but for sure we can make the sentences, which is I will make the first one. For example, he set the precedent in the history of art, or is there a precedent for situations such as this? Like kind of giving an example also. Precedent can be used as giving an example where in a courtroom there are precedents which are offered, like this was similar case to this. So then you can say that this was a precedent to a similar case like this. So if you want to try any sentence, just go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Who was saying? BI?
me.
Okay, Priya.
Yes, you guys are precedent for our future generation.
Okay, very nice. And thanks for the appreciation. Anybody else?
Neeraj Chopra is president for youth, those who want to pursue their future in
Yeah,
athletics
absolutely
or in
correct.
javelin throw.
Yeah, absolutely correct and very nicely used. Like this was the appropriate use of this word. Ishara, you want to say something?
Yeah, India and USA. USA's the relation is the president in international relations. Is it
Yeah,
right or not? But
yeah,
I
yeah. This
believe
is
that
an
okay.
exemplar. Yeah, for sure. This is absolutely right. Anyone else? I have one sentence. Preventing violent crimes and crimes against the weak usually take precedent over fraud and economic crimes. There are more sentences, which is appeal panels are not bound by precedent or by any notional percentage of appeals, which they must uphold in parents' favor. So these are the formal sentences, but I would recommend that if you can make sentences related to your daily life, that will be very beneficial. So there is one more sentence which is related to law, which is an example of precedent is the legal decision in Brown versus Board of Education, future laws about disregardation. So anything which can be, sometimes this is kind of a formal word which is used in court law and some judgments also, but try to use it in your daily life. So Ishara, again, if you have any sentence which you can make related to the daily life, just try. Like Vi gave very nice example about Neeraj Chopra, and he was relating the facts with this book. So any sentence which anybody wants to try, go for it. Else I will read the chat also. Okay. So I have sentence from Shaktiman, which is we fear there may well be a precedent set for the rest of our school life. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bitu.
my father always gave me the president of my brother.
Yeah, like the example. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
In punctuality, Napster and Ishayaraa are the precedent for other admins.
Yeah, absolutely correct and very nicely used. So Noman has also made one sentence which is if you can make it through, then you're gonna be president for the community. Absolutely right. Anybody else who wants to try the
Bluebird
sentence?
Bluebird is president of good and genuine friends on Telegram.
Yeah, very nicely said and very nicely portrayed, and this was the correct use. So, anybody else who wants to try?
Bittu sir is president for disturbing others in VC.
That's not true. Okay, for the sentence, it was right.
I am really hopeful I would be a president of deleting the existing established groups.
Okay, nicely given warning. So, any more sentences, or else we will move on to the next word. Buddy is typing, so let's wait for Buddy. Blue word, would you like to try one sentence? Jack Dorsey, Abhi, Varsha. Varsha, you are so regular in the VC, and I will really appreciate it if you try to make the sentences also. And Shaktiman, I got your sentence. Nonakshi, it's okay. So most of the people are done who are making the sentences. Is there anybody left? Or else we will move on. Okay, Shaira, let's move on to the next word, which is the third word.
Yeah. So the third word of the day is faction, and it's a noun word and not in group. And the second meaning will be a small group with different opinions, and the synonyms will be clique and coterie, and synonyms will be conformity and peace. And the example sentence will be the town was riven by political faction.
Okay. So your voice was, a little bit disturbance was there. So I will repeat one meaning, which is very similar to this, which is a group of persons forming a cohesive, usually contentious minority within a larger group. For example, when we are considering like if there is 100% of people and if we are talking about the 10% of them, then we can use it as faction, like something which is small in number, small in quantity, or anything which is like a small part of something bigger. So you can try the sentences, or else I can start with the first one. We can say that sometimes I feel like in our group Learn English, there is a very small faction of people who tries to speak in the VC. So this is something that I was trying to make the relatable sentence, and you can go ahead and try to speak in the VC. This will be appreciated, believe me. Yeah, we are.
Russia divided in fiction countries, small fiction countries. Soviet
Mm-hmm.
sung,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
Soviet
because
sung,
if you come,
hmm,
yeah, if you compare from the Soviet Union, okay.
yeah, Soviet Union.
Got it.
Soviet Union divided in barrier like in fiction in various countries.
Yeah, absolutely right.
The communists are factions in India.
Yeah, okay, absolutely correct. The communist are faction. It is present in faction. Okay. So let's see if there is any chat, any sentences in chat.
My enemy is not an international faction.
Okay, you can use this like this, but I feel Priya, you should use faction where you are trying to say that that these are less in number. So like the usage of word was not correct. Otherwise, the sentence that you were framing was right. But try to use the word faction when it denotes like okay, this is something which is small. For example, there is a very small faction of number who are international friends or something like this, where you are portraying like, okay, I have less international enemies or less international friends. You can use the word, but it should sound accurate. We have one sentence from Shaktiman, which is opposition faction is planning against our party. Okay. Anybody else who wants to try? Ishayaraa, do you have any sentence?
May I?
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
trying. Okay. So yeah, a small organized dissenting group within a larger one, especially in politics. Right
Okay.
now,
Yeah.
Priya and Buddy are part of faction who target me while creating their sentences.
Okay. Absolutely right.
Okay.
Yeah,
May
Bulbul. Uh-huh.
I? Okay. My friend circle behave like a faction in the whole college when it comes to using Santali as the language of PG.
Okay, very nice. And this was absolutely right. Also, just out of my curiousness, which language was this? Sinthali, right?
Actually, there was a protest in my college today about this
Related to language.
related to language. Yes, using
Hmm.
Santali as the PG language in the college.
Uh-huh. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Very nice. And nice use of the facts also. So, anybody else who wants to try the sentence? Okay, so most of the people are done who are trying to make the sentence. Guys, I will still request you that try to make the sentences in the chat section if you can't say in VC. But make sure you utilize your time if you are present here. So, Ishaira, let's move on to the next word.
yeah, the fourth word of the day is combative. Combative. So yeah, it's an adjective word, and the Hindi meaning is ladaku, and the second meaning will be ready or eager to fight or argue, and the synonyms will be spontaneous and aggressive, and the antonyms will be kind and peace loving, and the example sentence will be he conducted the meeting in his usual combative style, refusing to admit any mistakes.
Okay, I think the meaning is very clear from the meaning which is given in this slide. So, I will make one sentence which is his combative behavior led him into numerous personal difficulties. Because of his combative behavior, he ended up in being in a very difficult situation. So combative is something where a person is very eager to fight, or he's always angry or something like this. So now let's try to make the sentences. And Ishara, if you want, you can start, or else we will ask somebody else.
Yes, let me try with this
Okay.
combative. Bittu is too combative, even he don't know that owner can only delete the channel, not a
Okay.
simple participant.
Okay, got it.
Okay, may
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I? Okay. Your combative behavior may lead you to the lack of emotional support by your friends also.
Yeah, absolutely correct. So, Bittu, you were also saying?
Okay. My GF always behaves with me combatively, but when I actually want leave and wanted to go away, she is so good at manipulating me and forced me to come back.
Yeah, okay, absolutely right. And I have one more sentence, which is you tend to be quite competitive and can even be somewhat combative. So Who else wants to try the sentence? Vi?
My enemy,
Kunal,
my enemy are always in a mood,
Okay. You can say
combative mood,
combative.
combative
Combative mood.
mood.
Mm-hmm. It was right. Anyone else?
I have like on Telegram, I have noticed that some owner, some owner of other group, they always in combative mood.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. This was absolutely correct. Kunal also wants to say something. Kunal, are you free to say?
by saying the word other group, you have saved yourself from combative owner of this group.
Okay.
India is planning to purchase more than 100 combat fighter jet.
Yeah, okay, this sentence was correct, but actually, Kunal, what the problem is that we are on the word combative. So it signifies a quality of a person. So we can't use it for
Combative
helicopter.
fighter jets.
You can use this way. So most of the
Yeah,
people.
it's
Anybody else?
PI video is in very combative mode.
Ishara, say it again. There was some disturbance. I couldn't hear.
Okay.
Something is wrong. Anybody else who wants to try? Till then, she will come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always face network problems. I don't know why.
Don't worry.
Okay, so my sentence was Priya and Bittu. It seems that Priya and Bittu are very competitive mood. Are in very competitive
Yeah,
mood. So yeah, is it
yeah,
right or not?
yeah,
But
absolutely right. Mm-hmm.
don't worry,
Okay.
guys.
Okay. Being combative is not the solution of any dispute. You must apologize for your mistakes.
Okay, absolutely correct. And very formal and very nice sentence. Anybody else? Okay, Cheryl, let's move on to the next word. Vitu, are you trying to say something?
Though Victor is combative, but I am really missing him today.
Yeah, I got it.
Am
Okay, Cheryl, go
I
ahead.
audible or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the last word of the day is inheritance, and it's a noun, and the Hindi meaning is virasat, and the second meaning will be property you receive to when someone's dies,
Hmm.
and the synonyms will be legacy or bequest, and the antonyms will be forfeit or squander, and the example sentence will be she inherited the family business from her father.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I will make one, which is if he does not take the inheritance, we will not have a home to live in. And also, because of the trait of inheritance, there are so many people who are still a millionaire these days. Now, guys, over to you. Just try to make sentences and something relatable to your daily life, which will be helpful. VR, go ahead.
Okay. Uh, eye colors shows your genetic inheritance.
Hmm. Okay,
Eyes,
got it.
eye color shows your genetics inheritance.
Mm-hmm. Got it. This was right. Any more sentences?
Bittu inherited his combative mode from his generation.
Okay.
Okay, may I?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Mm. Uh, the Indian Succession Act works for the inheritance right of Indians. Inheritance right in India.
Yeah. Okay. This is also right. Anybody else?
I hope this fact is right. It's like I
Yeah.
recall.
Mm-hmm. Although I am not sure about the fact, but for sure the sentence was right.
If someone uses this inheritance word for your bad behavior, it really proves that the person is so obtuse because it should not be used in public.
Yeah, absolutely right.
The inheritance of like parents was divided equally among all the sons or children, you can say.
Okay.
Okay. That maybe said like daughters also have like equal inheritance right in India.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Something like that.
this should be true. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Only worthy people can handle their parents' inheritance.
Yeah.
Mm.
Blue word?
Yes. Akshara and Dayavag are the inheritance laws that was followed in ancient India.
Yeah, absolutely right. We can also say even our constitution is based on the concept of inheritance, because even our constitution is inherited from other laws. We can use in so many ways if you just try, because it implies the legacy feature. So I think for today we have completed the 5 words that we are going to discuss. And Ishaira, are you ready? Like we should go for the idioms now.
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay.
Okay.
So first idioms of the day is an apple of discord, and the Hindi meaning will be jhagde ki jad, and the second meaning will be cause of quarrel. And the example sentence will be Kashmir is an apple of discord between India and Pakistan.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I will try to make one sentence because I should go first in this. An apple of discord. So
Hmm. That dead parents' property
hmm,
is became an apple of discord among their childrens.
yeah, absolutely correct. And I will make one more. Sometimes I feel like the greed of the power is an apple of discord among the admins of a single group. And if there is anyone who wants to try, please go ahead.
Yes.
Whenever there is any fight between Bittu and someone, Bittu is an apple of discord.
Okay. Any
Okay.
reply?
Okay. Uh, NATO is the apple of discord. Uh, discord for the fight war
Ukraine,
between
Russia.
Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah, absolutely right. And very nicely portrayed the facts. Anybody else?
People are so nice in portraying a story that they will always say that the other person was the apple of discord or fight, but it is both ways.
Okay. Very nicely replied. Anybody else who wants to try?
Usually, my phone is an apple of discord between my sister and I.
Yeah, absolutely right. Something else? Anybody else who wants to try? Even those who have made the sentences, if you get any kind of other ideas, you can try more sentences. That's not a problem.
In relationship,
Whenever two siblings fight, it doesn't matter what was the apple of discord, they both will receive flying chappal from parents.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
Okay. Politicians power grid result work as the apple of discord for the rising communalism in India.
Yeah,
As
absolutely
Bittu
correct.
use chappal in Hindi, he should use sleeper instead of chappal.
Okay, he was just trying to explain. That's fine. Samir wants to say something. Samir?
Hello. Hi guys. The boundary line between the two countries was an apple of discord because
Yeah.
many times this happening.
Hmm. Absolutely correct. Because for India, we can say that the border of Arunachal has been an apple of discord since a very long time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It can be
Any
said like
sentences which are. Mm-hmm.
Johnson line and McDonald line, McDonald agreement, Johnson agreement and McDonald agreement are the main apple of discord for the border dispute of India and China.
Okay, absolutely correct. But I was not aware of the exact term, but it's right.
McMahon
So,
line.
anyone else?
Whenever I fight with Priya, the apple of discord is hypocrisy. She always texts in Hindi in her own group, but when I speak even a single word, she will target me.
Okay. Anybody else who is left who wants to try, or anybody else who has already said one sentence but he is having or she is having one more?
Yes,
Okay.
we should not become the apple of discord uh, between a couple.
Okay. Absolutely right. So, Ishaira, let's move on to the next idiom for the day, which is the second one.
Yeah. So the second idiom is with open arms. The Hindi meaning will be खुशी खुशी स्वागत करना, and the second meaning will be to welcome someone happily, and the sentence will be I was received with open arms.
Yeah. Okay. So, if you can hear me, I will make one sentence which is okay. I'm so sorry, I got disconnected. So, I will make one sentence which is whenever there is a friend who is coming from a different country to your country, we should welcome them with open arms. So, if there is anybody who wants to try it first, just go ahead.
I will not welcome it with open arms if someone again target me.
Okay, nice warning. Anybody else?
Yeah, we welcome death with open arms, especially when we are old.
Okay, something else.
Someone just came. Okay, leave.
Sorry.
Yeah, Bluebird, go ahead.
Okay. India India should not welcome internationalization of education with
Mhm.
open arms.
Yeah, agreed with it. So this was nice. And any more sentences? If there are
I have a
some people who
confusion
want
Yes.
to try.
about this.
Yeah, Bluebird.
Actually, my confusion is that it is written like with open arms, means to
Mhm.
welcome someone happily. The welcome word is already like hidden in this. We should not use welcome word, or welcome word is totally accepted in the in the sentence.
I think
We're
this is an
definitely
idiom,
using the
so
phrase with open
welcome
arms.
is very necessary. Like welcome is something which is necessary to be used here.
Yes, that I also found. Okay, Priya.
We should not use welcome. Okay, let me make my sentence again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, show your courage. Whatever you want to do, I'm here with open arms.
Okay, nice.
Out of 4,700 members, I am going to remove 4,600 members. Should I really hope that Priya will accept it with open arms?
Guys, don't try to fight, don't start a fight. So I have one sentence which is Ukraine accepted the initial US aid with open arms. So this was very formal, but very appropriate sentence for this idiom. So anybody else who wants to try the sentence?
Now, Bittu sir, should we check recent action with open arms?
Okay.
In recent Commonwealth Games,
Mm.
Mirabai Chano won gold medal and be received with open arm.
Okay, very nice. Like you want to say that she was welcomed with a very heartwarming
Yeah,
welcome, so you are using okay. Hmm. Anybody else who wants to try the sentence?
Okay. It is unexpected to receive the refugees with open arms.
Refugees, you mean, right?
Yes,
Okay.
migrants.
Got it. Absolutely correct.
Priya removed my ban power, and I accept it with open arms because it proves that she is fearful of me.
Okay, got it.
It, it seems like it's become a fighting platform. That is why this
Don't cry. Accept it with open arms. Don't cry.
These petty things I always accept it with open arms. These doesn't matter to me.
So why you are telling here you should accept it with open arms?
Now leave it. We should invite other people to speak.
Yeah, we should invite
with
others with
open
open
arms.
arms.
in
Yeah.
in
Open arms.
in ni- in 1893 in
Uh-huh.
Chicago, uh,
Hmm.
so, Swami Vivekananda was received with open arms.
Uh-huh. Okay, got it. Berlin, you want to say something? I can see the mic on.
Yep, I wanted to make a sentence with that.
Okay.
I know we had some conflict earlier in past, but since it has been so long time and I have already forgotten, so you are invited in my marriage with open arms.
Yeah, absolutely right. And a very nice sentence and a very long one. Absolutely correct. Any more sentences with this idiom, and then we will move on to the next one. If there is anybody who is left, just try now so that we can move on to the next one also. Sizzling Senorita, you want to say something?
मैं बना रही हूँ. Okay. We welcomed Hilsa fish with open arms.
Okay, but who is she actually?
Who is she? This is a fish. Came from
Okay.
Bangladesh
Okay,
to
okay,
West
got it.
Bengal.
Okay, got it. Anybody else who wants to try?
Bihari Lalla is here.
Today I left one group in anger, but I was heartened to see that still I was again welcomed there with open arms.
Yeah, very nice.
Today I'm supposed to leave all the groups with open arms.
Okay. Any more?
Yes, sir. We will welcome you with open arms if you are going to teach us advanced grammar lesson also.
Yeah, I wish I could do that, but it is practically not possible because you are good at it. So, any more sentences from this?
Hari Lalla, we have to use welcome word with this phrase, right?
No. It's not absolutely necessary because the other sentences that I saw, they have never you like. There are very few times when they have used welcome with open arms. So, because in this, if you will see, with open arms, the meaning itself is saying the welcome to welcome someone happily. So, welcome is a part of it. So you can try to avoid the use of welcome. You can use simply the with
Like
open
I
arms. That means
welcomed back of my bestie with open arms. Is it
yeah, but
correct?
you see practically it is correct. But if you see in the term like in the usage of this idiom, then it's not correct because I would say you should not use welcome because automatically when you are using with open arms, this is portraying that you are welcoming somebody. So you should not use the word welcome before that.
Can you please modify this sentence? I welcome my bestie with open arms.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah,
Okay. Mm, but I need to extend that sentence. For example, when my bestie left, okay, again I will use welcome. No. Yeah, I couldn't do it because even if I'm trying, again and again, welcome is coming. So
that's why. Yeah.
because the sentences
Napster.
that I was saying, see the sentences that I am saying right now, even they have. For example, I will tell you if I'm saying 5 sentences, they have welcome in one sentence. But what I was saying is that try not to use welcome whenever you are using this quote, especially like with the open arms. Although there are so many sentences in which they have used welcome.
Okay. Can I say something? Can I share some of
Yeah.
my points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, I have several difference. If you go to the dictionary also,
Mm-hmm.
welcome someone or something with open arms. So welcome word is in the phrase. Welcome
Mm-hmm.
someone or something with open arms. So we can say that many people are welcoming the news with open arms.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They welcomed me with open arms. They welcomed
Mm-hmm.
me with open arms. Also we can say I can't wait to welcome him with open arms. So welcome what is there including in the phrase.
Okay, got it. That means Biharila, what you are trying to say is that we can use welcome with this phrase
Correct.
also. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think
Okay. Got it.
this sentence, for example, India invites Japan with open arms. So these types of words, like invites or receive or something, with these types of word, I think with open arms is will be correctly
Okay, I
used.
agree to it because see, this is the first time that we are trying to discuss the idioms. So if there is any suggestion and if there is any shortcoming, I would really welcome it with open arms. So that is not a problem, and we should try experimenting it. So
Like
is there any
India
sentence
will
which is left? Mm-hmm.
India is going to host G20 meeting with open arms.
Okay, absolutely right. Any more?
We are we are always ready to everyone with open arm during vocab session.
Yeah, absolutely correct. So now we are running out of time. So Ishaira, let's move on to the next idiom for the day, and let's see how many are left.
Okay, so the third idiom is of no avail. Okay, and the Hindi meaning is nisfal or asafal, and the second meaning will be of no use. And the sentence is his efforts of reconcile the two enemies prove of no avail.
Okay, so I will say that whenever I request somebody to speak on the VC, I feel like my efforts are of no avail. Now, is there anybody who wants to try this sentence from this exact phrase?
Yeah, I tried to convince my parents, but my efforts were no avail.
Okay, absolutely right. Any more?
Oh, yeah. Second is I have been practicing yoga to reduce my stress, but like you can say, my practice is to no avail.
Okay. Bluebird?
Mm, I think US's sanction on Russia were of no avail.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
Priya always tries to create misunderstandings with her whenever she's around to both of us, but her efforts are of no avail because everyone knows that I'm pretty loyal in any kind of relationship.
Okay.
If you believe that asking people in the VC is of no avail, it sounds deceptive because sometimes people is waiting for their chances, their turn.
I agree to it.
Yes, making long sentences for Priya is of no avail.
Okay. Loud and clear. We got your point. Anybody else who wants to try?
I accept it is of no avail. I should make sentences on good people who don't target me.
Mm-hmm.
Making sentences on people is of no avail. Try to make good sentence.
Okay, may I?
Yeah.
Okay. The owner of Telegram have been condemning WhatsApp for its for lacking in data insecurity, but it is of no avail because people are habitual of using WhatsApp. Uh,
Yeah, absolutely right.
In UPSC exam, some of students' efforts were of no avail because seats are very less.
Yeah, absolutely right.
I also have, but I don't know that is correct or not. Yeah.
Okay,
So
Moni.
some people, yeah, some people trying, some people trying to provoke me. So for this thing, oh God, I forget, yeah. Okay, if some people are trying to provoke me, so their effort for me of no avail. I don't know that is correct or not.
Yeah, the construction was little bit weak, but the sentence was correct. Like you were trying to say that there are people who are trying to talk to you or bother you, but their efforts are of no avail. So just the
Yeah,
construction was not right. Yeah, but absolutely right.
yeah.
Basically, we have to use, we have to use this idiom in a sentence. So, guys, is there anybody who is left, or else we will move on to the next?
yes, yes.
Okay.
A faction became combative today for their demands, but it was of no avail.
Absolutely right. And you use three, like one phrase and two words from the day, and it's very right, very accurate. So, anybody else who wants to try?
Yes, me.
Okay.
I want to become an officer in Indian Army, but nowadays I'm not a concentrated person. So I'm feeling like it is going to be of no avail.
Okay. So, the sentence was absolutely right, but in ending, you can say my efforts are of no avail. So, it will sound more formal, but absolutely right. And
Thank you.
yeah. So, Ishaira, let's move on to the next idiom for the day, which is the second last one.
Yeah. So the fourth idiom is at a stone's throw. And the Hindi meaning is थोड़ी दूर पर, and the second meaning will be at a very short distance. And the sentence is the bus stop from my house is situated at a stone throw.
Okay. Let other people try, and I will make one sentence after this.
A fine dine restaurant is at a stone's throw from my home.
Okay, absolutely right.
My college is not at a stone's throw to attend all the classes daily.
Okay, absolutely correct.
Even if you thought that your time was not that fruitful in the past, you should always be optimistic and think that your success is at a stone's throw.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Home at a stone's throw, there is one ice cream seller named Bittu.
Oh my god.
On a
Nice.
globe, USA is a stone throw to India.
Okay.
Is it right?
Yeah.
Okay, so my cousins live only a stone's throw from my house.
Okay.
Okay. Digitalization made the world, the every corner of world, uh, being at a stone's throw.
Okay. And we can
I think
use
sentence mistake.
the stone's throw. Okay. Yeah, this is right. Because it's a kind of a typical phrase, so it is very hard to use in the sentence, but this we can use it in any manner. So, anybody else who is left and who wants to try the sentence? Okay, so Ishayaraa, let's move on to the last one.
Yeah. So the last idiom of the day is to bring to book, and it means saja dena, and the second meaning will be means to punish, and the sentence will be the rishi was brought to book by his brother.
Okay.
Okay. May I?
Go ahead.
Karma is the only authority to make someone, to bring someone to book.
Yeah, this is right, and this sounds right. Okay, I will try to make one. Sometimes when I make a mistake, I feel like my mom is the only person who can bring me back to the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are other way to bring to book who has broken the law. Is it right?
Yeah. And let's hear more sentences if somebody wants to try.
though I always have argument with Victor. If someone try to, what is the word, to bring him to book due to his waggish nature, then I will support him because I know he is a good-hearted person.
Okay. Any more sentences, because this is the last phase for the day. So guys, just try now, because after this we will be ending it. So anybody who wants to experiment.
I can try.
Yeah.
Encountering the person is not the only way to bring the rapist to the book.
Yeah. Okay. So I think most of the people who are making the sentences are done. If there is any sentence in the chat, I will check it just now. Okay. No. So guys, this is it. This was the last I think phrase for the day. Yeah. So we are done with the 5 words for today, 5 vocabulary words and 5 idioms for the day, and we will try to keep this format only for the next few days. And make sure you attend exactly at 10 p.m. We are trying to be regular, and uh, after a while we were on time also. So guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for being there for 1 hour. And Isharaa, is there anything that you want to say to the people who were there?
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for participating in this session. And yeah, I see some members are always like regular in session, but they are not making like two sentences. Guys, at least try. And yeah, thank you so much for participating. Take care, guys. Good night.
Okay.
Thank
So
you,
good night,
Napster.
everybody.
Thank you, Ishayaraa, for conducting such a beautiful session here.
Means a lot, Senator. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Means a lot. Thank you.